Hi, welcome to Watch Your DM. I'm Gabriel, and today I'm continuing my series on the Tome of Adventure Design, revised by Mythmere Games, written by Matt Finch, and worked on by a ton of people. It is a huge book, enormous, too big to cover in any meaningful way in a single video, so I've decided to break it up into sections. Today's section, The Villain's Plan. So, just like other sections of this work, I am going to be rolling on some of the tables for this section and writing down the results. It'll be kind of an exploration of this section and what kind of values you should be able to expect to get out of this section of the book. So, the Master Table of Villainous Plans. There are kind of a lot of types of villainous plans here. Looks like, that's 5, 10, 15 different types of villainous plans. So I guess we will go ahead and just roll on this table. And we're going to start with, we got a 72. So we say villainous plans. I know it's just villains plans, but I like the word villainous. And it does say villainous here, which, and we rolled a 72. So 72 would be political power. Topical. Political power. And then the 27 would be destroy community. So, well, maybe we'll cycle back through that if we get through this quickly enough. But political power. The villain seeks to gain direct or indirect political power at some level of government. Interesting. So, this is something, cool book. It's a great book. But it would not have hurt anybody's feelings if they included the table number that you're supposed to go to and maybe the page where that table exists. So I'm looking for the political power table, which is theoretically going to be... Okay, so destroy community is here. Destroy good aligned group. Economic power, find food, increase personal capability. All right, political power. So this is the political power table, and we will roll a D100 on this. Ooh, we got a 44. So this one is not reversible. I'll look up 44 on here. And it means false defense. Leader's home community. The villain will stage an attack on a superior officer's home community while the leader is away, placing himself in the right place at the right time to defend it from his own attack. He hopes to gain the leader's gratitude from the successful defense. Interesting. So, this is a false flag operation, basically. And I think probably how I would imagine this working is something like maybe a regional power, some duke or marquis or count or something, visits the seat of the crown, the king's domain or whatever, and maybe hires an assassin to attack one of the king's, like maybe the king's heir, and then is there to stop the assassination with the express intent of garnering more political power or whatnot. So, yeah, that seems pretty reasonable. So let's go back and let's try out. I think that's kind of it for this section. It seems pretty straightforward. Let's try out 27 though. So I'm gonna say 27. This will be a different one. And this one is right. Destroy community. Now, since we rolled a 44, what we could do is see what 44 is on the destroy community table and see if that gives us any good values. If not, of course, we can always just roll a new value. Destroy community. The villain is targeting a community for destruction. Tables follow for intended method, the villain's reason for wanting to destroy the community, and a suitable and a subtable to provide additional detail for if the reason is vengeance. Okay, so we actually need 2 rolls for this, so we're going to re-roll our 44 for this case. We got an 83 for our intended method of destruction. Intended method of destruction. Ooh, 83. Smuggle in beasts. That's interesting. The villain is in the process of enticing, luring, or importing monsters into the area. This could be a plot involving changelings, shapeshifters, or some other subtlety, or it may be that the villain's making a dragon calling whistle. Okay. Pretty crazy. Now let's roll for the reason. And we got a 60. 60. Omens have told the villain to destroy the community. Told by omens. Classic. Alright. Well, yeah, I could see that actually being a really interesting situation, right? Where, like, maybe an outcast hermit or somebody has kind of gone a bit batty and has been given some sign that they need to summon an ancient evil of the area by, doing some act. I think, how that actually cooks out is kind of potentially going to be interesting. Also, now that I'm looking at this, I want to make sure I didn't miss any other tables from political power. Oh, you know what? I did miss. I missed a whole bunch of tables for political power. I'm a noob. All right, we're going back to our political power table. So the 44 is fine. We'll keep that from before. The 73 is going to be our scope of political power sought. Local region of wilderness with needed resources. So 73. Local region of wilderness. Interesting. Okay. These tables indicate the scope and nature of a villain's political machinations. If the table indicates a plot of huge scope for a weaker villain, an orcish shaman trying to take over a kingdom, for instance, keep in mind that weak villains, A, might be overreaching their capabilities, or B, might be setting the groundwork for later, or C, might be working for a more powerful mastermind. Well, that's interesting. I'm trying to remember, did we actually... I don't think that we have a real clear picture of who the villain is from our previous sections here. But we do have some notes from them. So let's see. Remove curse, potential employer, arena gladiator battle, defeat political leader. This could be interesting. What if the sorcerer here, defeat political leader, maybe this is the same guy as our villain. Now this is something you're not supposed to really do, is make your quest giver a villain, but it can work with some honestly transparency. If you let the party know, like, hey, you're doing this adventure, but this guy's totally going to betray you, and just, you know, it's all part of the game kind of talk, could work. But yeah, there you go. You got some somewhat interesting villainous plans here. You got destroy a community by smuggling in some beasts, told by an omen to do so. Actually, I don't know why, but in my mind that really, like, would be cool if it was like termites. Like, the beast is not something, you know, huge. It's just something that eats wood. Anyway, that is it for today's video. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the villains section. Next time, should be next week, I think, we will be delving into Chapter 2, Monsters. Let's make some monsters. Matt Finch style. Go check out WatcherDM.com. If you're interested in supporting us, you can join the mailing list there or get on the Patreon. We have a number of new projects coming up, and we're going to be playtesting stuff over there, so come check us out. Love to see you. Thanks.